Imagine you're moments away from securing vital assistance to nourish your family, but there's just one hurdle in the way, a crucial verification letter. What if I told you that overcoming this obstacle is actually simpler than it seems, and you'll have all the tools to do it by the end of this explainer? Well, it's true. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today, our goal is to completely demystify the sometimes intimidating, bureaucratic journey of getting your SNAP benefit verification letter in Massachusetts. By breaking down the official materials from the Department of Transitional Assistance, or DTA, we're going to make this whole process incredibly clear and totally manageable.
So, here is our roadmap for the explainer today. We'll start by tackling that crucial verification hurdle, then do a quick review on applying for SNAP. Next, we'll outline the exact steps for requesting your letter, followed by how to anticipate and get around any roadblocks. Finally, we'll talk about actually utilizing your letter and wrap things up with some community wisdom. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. The crucial verification hurdle. Let's talk about the main conflict of this journey, needing that official piece of paper but feeling totally blocked by a massive government system.
You probably know the exact feeling. You're trying to apply for subsidized housing, or maybe you're aiming for a federal utility discount to bring those monthly bills down. Then, right at the finish line, the application demands official proof of your public assistance income. It is incredibly frustrating to know you qualify, but you just lack the right piece of paper to prove it. But what if getting over this verification hurdle really is simpler than it seems? Let's break down what it actually is you're looking for.
Okay, so a benefit verification letter, which you might also hear called an income verification letter, isn't just a generic note from the state. It's official documentation. It actively validates your enrollment, your specific household size, your exact monthly benefit allotment, and your distribution schedule. That specific combination of data, that's your master key. It unlocks all sorts of auxiliary services like childcare assistance or local municipal programs. Basically, it's the absolute gold standard of proof for other agencies.
Moving on to Section 2, applying for SNAP first. Because obviously, before you can request a letter verifying your benefits, we have to lay the groundwork and make sure you actually have an active SNAP case.
The good news is the Massachusetts DTA gives you multiple convenient ways to apply, so you're never locked in to just one route. You can hop online and apply at dtaconnect.com. That's usually the fastest way, taking maybe 20 minutes max. Or if you prefer paper, you can fax your application directly to the DTA Document Processing Center at 617-887-865, or drop it in the mail to their P.O. Box in Taunton, Massachusetts. And hey, you can even just pick up the phone. Dial the DTA assistance line at 877-382-2363, press 7, and apply right there over a call.
Now, to get approved quickly, you absolutely need to have the right verification documents ready to go up front. Picture this. You've got all your proof neatly organized before you even open the application. Huge time saver. You're going to need proof of identity. Honestly, providing a social security number is the most seamless route since the DTA matches it automatically, but a driver's license or birth certificate works perfectly too. Next, proof of Massachusetts residency. Think a rent receipt, a lease, or a recent utility bill. And finally, proof of income, like pay stubs or a letter from your employer. Having all this ready practically guarantees a faster approval, putting you right on track to getting that letter.
All right, Section 3, requesting your verification letter. This is our core action plan. Let's walk through the specific steps to actually get that document into your hands once your SNAP case is active.
You essentially have two main pathways to get this letter, and it really just comes down to whatever is easiest for you. On one side, you've got the DTA Connect portal, or the mobile app. If you log in securely on your phone or computer, requesting the letter is literally just a few clicks or taps away. On the other side, there's the DTA Assistance Line, which is their automated phone system. The great thing here, both paths are super fast, highly secure, and they pull from the exact same database. So no matter which route you choose, you're getting the most recently verified case record.
For a lot of folks, picking up the phone is just the most accessible option. So let's break down that automated DTA assistance line phone tree step by step so you know exactly which numbers to press. Step 1, dial 877-382-2363. Step 2, the system's going to ask you to identify yourself for security. You can type in your agency ID, your full social security number, or your 18-digit EBT card number followed by your birth year. Step 3, listen to the menu and select Interactive Updates Requests. And Step 4, just follow the prompt to select Request a letter showing the amount of benefits you receive. Honestly, it really is that straightforward. Section 4. anticipating and overcoming roadblocks. Because let's be real, even the best government systems have their hiccups. Let's make sure you're fully prepared to slay any bureaucratic dragons that pop up along the way.
First up, let's look at the standard timeline so you know exactly what to expect. Day 1 is when you submit your request, either via the app or over the phone. Then, from day 2 up to day 9, your letter is winding its way through a central printing and processing facility. The DTA officially states that day 10 is the absolute maximum expected arrival time for that physical mail to hit your address on record. Knowing this timeline is a real game changer because it stops you from stressing out prematurely on day 4 or 5.
But what if the letter just doesn't show up? It's day 11, day 12, and your mailbox is still empty. It is completely valid to feel a wave of anxiety, especially when you have a hard deadline for a housing application looming over you. A super common real-life example of this is just moving to a new apartment and forgetting to update your address with the DTA. Boom, your letter goes straight to your old place. So let's smoothly pivot and look at the actionable solutions you have right at your fingertips. Here are some expert tips to get things back on track. If your letter is delayed, the absolute first thing you should do is log into DTA Connect and double-check your mailing address. If it's outdated, you can fix it instantly right there in the app. If your address is perfectly fine and the letter is still missing, or if that automated phone system just isn't working for you, it's time to bypass the automation. Call that assistance line back and opt to speak to a human case manager. Just keep in mind, live staff are only there between 8:15 a.m. and 4:45 p.m. Monday through Friday. A real person can look into the system, figure out the holdup, and manually trigger a brand new letter for you.
Which brings us to Section 5, utilizing your verification letter. Okay, the mail carrier finally dropped it off. Let's guide you on exactly how to effectively wield this newly acquired document.
So, when that envelope arrives, step 1 is a given. Tear it open. But step 2 is where so many people make a critical mistake. Do not just hand it straight over to the housing authority without reading it first. Take a minute to verify the accuracy of the information. Double-check that your household size is correct and that the monthly benefit amount exactly matches what you actually receive. If something looks off, you have to contact the DTA to fix your file before you use it. But if everything looks flawless, step 3. Submit it confidently as proof to your auxiliary programs and secure those vital extra services for your household.
All right, Section 6, Community Wisdom and Disclaimer. We've mapped out the entire process from start to finish, so let's shift gears, build up our community, and take care of our mandatory legal wrap-up.
You know, the learning really doesn't stop just because this explainer is ending. I want to encourage all of you to help build a supportive community right here. Jump down into the comments and share your collective wisdom. Have you found a clever shortcut to reach a case manager faster? Did you hit a weird roadblock and figure out an ingenious way around it? Please share your DTA experiences and tips below. Your real-world insights could literally be the exact thing that helps another family secure their benefits this week.
Think about that for a second. You might have started this process feeling completely overwhelmed by the bureaucracy, but now you have a clear, actionable roadmap. You are the successful hero of your own journey here. With this verification letter in hand, you're not just holding a piece of paper, you're holding the key to affordable housing, warmth in the winter, and real stability for your family. And as always, to close out our explainer, I need to share this important disclaimer. The information we've presented today is accurate as of the creation of these documents. However, state and federal regulations can and absolutely do change. I highly advise you to always verify the current SNAP requirements, procedures, and contact hours directly with the Massachusetts Department of Transitional Assistance to make sure you have the most up-to-date details for your specific case. You've got the roadmap now, but the next move is entirely yours. What auxiliary program are you going to unlock first to secure your family's future?